Okay, I'm going to do a quick update regarding my current situation, and that's quite close to the camera, and just general shit, I guess. One thing that's interesting is how my I just have a general level of anxiety, which is quite interesting. I tried recording this video 10 minutes ago, maybe, and I just felt anxious. I still feel a bit now. I was just super paranoid that anyone was listening, like I still am now. Any slight noises make me go, should stop recording, should speak quieter, shouldn't speak. Yeah. Interesting. This will be interesting to watch back in a while for me, because I'll be like, wow, yeah. It's harder for me to think straight. Yeah, I feel like I feel more than ever that I just like need to meditate, otherwise I just get I can't think, and I just end up watching shit on YouTube because I just feel overwhelmed by any decision I have to make, really. Any, like, should work, but then no, because I don't want to, or I should do this instead. It's just a crazy whirlwind. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, tomorrow I want to talk a bit about this book, which I've been reading. I'm about just over a quarter of the way through, and it's fantastic, phenomenal. I want to talk about that because a person asked me today in what form or in what way I'm neurotic. It'd be quite interesting for me to answer that question because I don't know exactly. It's hard for me to say concisely. Anyway, updates. So me and my friend Nico, who is a friend in this hostel, have a place, a house that we're moving into 2 weeks tomorrow, and even just movement above me. Yeah, anyway. It's crazy. Moving into this house in like just over 2 weeks, 2 weeks tomorrow, and then yesterday I got confirmed that I've got a job that I start on Monday, which pertains to gardening, apparently, primarily. So I'll be doing weeding and shit on public footpaths, I guess, maybe. But then I was supposed to have a pre-employment check tomorrow, but as from tonight, as from like half an hour, it's like 11:30 at night, so like half an hour, Melbourne goes on lockdown for like 6 weeks. So I don't know how stable this job will be, but it's just over $36 an hour, and with a conversion rate that's just over £20 an hour, and it's full time, 35 hours a week. So I worked out if I did this for 6 months, I would have like in total like £11,000, or maybe £10,000, £9,000 if I take off rent and all other expenses, maybe £8,000, I don't know. I haven't done the math yet, really. And then what would I do? Me and Nico have been talking about cycling either through Asia or through South America. So we could start from like Colombia and go down to Uyasha, the southernmost city in the world, I believe, which is a southern tip of Argentina. Or we could basically cycle back home for me, cycle back to the UK, we'd fly to Darwin in Australia, then Indonesia, then cycle and take ferries and whatever, depending on what's safe to cycle through or what we're comfortable cycling through, etc. That's one possibility. Or the second possibility, another possibility is doing that van thing. It did seem like I was attached to it, and it was like, oh, hashtag van life, and I was actually, there was a bit of seriousness into it. I was really thinking about it. I do still think it would be cool. I don't know if I do want to freelance like that. Maybe I do not want to freelance, and maybe I do just want to do this work and then try to get published and see if I make money from that. Otherwise, what be an idea would be to, is that what I mean? What another idea? You probably can't even hear that. Would be to freelance. So that'd be while I'm working this job and do like an hour each night and basically try to get freelance work and become self-employed by the time I finish my visa, and then I would maybe cycle or I don't know, and then just freelance work as I travel, maybe get a van, and I'm completely put off now. Sick.